Good day and welcome to Hands in Money Making class. Well, in today's video, we are going to be seeing how we can actually borrow money from Binance. Yes, I'm sure you're wondering, borrow from Binance? Of course, very much feasible or very much feasible for you to borrow funds from Binance. So, obviously, what will I be doing with the funds that I'll be borrowing from Binance? Of course, after borrowing your funds, you can as well send it out to another wallet. You can do a whole lot of things with it. The choice is all yours, whatever you want to do. So let me give an instance. So let's say, for instance, I have a particular cryptocurrency in my sports wallet. I keep this cryptocurrency, but at the same time, I need some cash to do some business, probably physically and all that. So what do I simply do? I borrow some funds with Binance. I give them the cryptocurrency I have as a collateral if it's available on their list. And what does Binance do? Then I tell Binance, okay, Binance, please, I need 1,000 BUSD or $1,000 or 1,000 USDT, and Binance gives it to me. So it's left for me to withdraw the 1,000 USDT or BUSD, and with that, I can use it to sort out the rest of the issues I have around me. So, are there still other things that you can actually use this loan to do? Yes, there's a lot of things you can do with it. And in the course of this video, I'll be showing you exactly how you can borrow from Binance and still make profits. So let's get straight down to business. So for instance, you want to start borrowing, of course, you need to understand that you're going to be needing a collateral. And then, just in case the amount is too small, they still have a VIP loan section. So for the VIP loan section, what do you simply have to do? You have to contact viploan@binance.com and then make your request, put in your email, you discuss with them, and then you receive your loan. It's as simple as that. So they can decide to use BNB collateral, which can be used as holding, and a lot. So let's start by borrowing and let's see how this works. So I want to borrow 1,000 BUSD. I simply type in here 1,000. And you see that Binance is going to show me the exact amount that I can get, 5.017 BNB. Well, obviously, if you put that in, the first thing you're going to realize is that this amount here, this 5.017, is going to be about 65% of what's of this. So basically, you will always have to pay an extra 40 something percent for whatever thing it is that you're borrowing. So let me give you a clearer example. Now, you see this LTV here. LTV simply means 65%, that's loan to value. So it simply means that if I had $1,000 and I want to stake $1,000, Binance is going to give me 65% of my $1,000. Let me put it in a better way. Let's say, for instance, I have BUSD and I want to borrow USDT. So if I'm willing to stake 1,000 BUSD, Binance is going to give me 65% of 1,000 BUSD, which is 650 USDT. That's exactly what I'm going to get. So whenever you see loan to value here, it's trying to tell you you're going to get 65% of your collateral as the amount that you can borrow. So let's see something. Now you can also change the coin here. You can change the coin here. So I'm going to put in, I want to see if I can change this to USDT. So go to that USDT. So what's my collateral amount? My collateral amount is 1,000. Now you can see that for that, I'm going to be getting 652 BUSD. So your loan to value simply means 65% of your collateral amount. So Binance also have what we call the loan term. So if you decide you just want to borrow for 7 days, you're using a loan term of 7 days, obviously you're going to be paying these daily interest rates. And then if you say it's 30 days you want your loan for, you're going to be paying this as your daily interest rates. So you see that this is quite not difficult, as a matter of fact. And then Binance also have what we call okay, On your system, you'll see if you're making use of the PC, you'll see what we call the flexible loan term. Well, here you just have only the number of days, whether it's 30 days or 7 days. Now, irrespective of the fact that we have 30 days, you can decide to hold this loan for as long as you want, close to a year. If you're making use of a PC, clearly you would see that there is also a yearly interest rate. And one of the things you need to realize is that the 7 days interest rate is usually lower for the hourly interest rate or for the yearly interest rate. While the 30 days loan term, it's usually higher than that of the 7 days. The flexible loan is usually the lowest. So what this simply means is Binance shows you, okay, this is the amount in percentage that you're going to be paying at the end of it all. So if you're to do hourly interest and then want to find out, okay, how much will I be paying at the end of a year? All you simply have to do at the end of the day, you simply have to do is to multiply this by 24 because this is hourly interest rate. And then if you want to see how much you'll be paying at the end of the week, you do another multiplication. So you will see that clearly. So having borrowed your funds, well, usually it's not always much. But I think I want us to take a clear example. We'll go to our calculator and then we'll do a little mathematics. We have 3 zeros and 78. So let's go over there. 3 zeros, calculator. 0 0.0, 0.0078 times 24. You see, it's in 1 hour in a full day. What you'll be borrowing is still not even up to 1%. Your interest you'll be paying. So after doing this times 24, we've gotten our value for 1 day. So let's say times 7. So even for 7 days, this is still what I'll be paying. So we basically have about 52 weeks. So if this is for 7 days and I do times 52, obviously I am going to be paying about 6.81% for me to borrow. So you see, this is what Binance is going to demand from me. 6.81% is obviously what I'm going to be paying at the end of the year. So meaning if I'm paying 6% of $100, that's $6. If I'm paying 6% of $1,000, that's $60. So at the end of the year, this is exactly what you'll be borrowing. And you see, the loan term here is very simple. So if you chose the 30 days frame, then that's all you'll be paying. And obviously, I know if I have to show you that of 7 days, you would notice that of 7 days, it's actually going to be higher. So we are seeing here that obviously for 30 days, for 30 days plan, we have 6.81%. So let us see for 7 days, so we can really confirm if the 30 days plan is way better than the 7 days plan. But whichever one it is that we think is better, remember we are still maintaining the same coin. But whichever one it is you think that is better, it means if you say it's the 7 days you want, fine. So after 7 days, your loan expires. And if the loan expires, though it's open-ended, the term is open-ended until probably you're liquidated. So Binance wouldn't come for you or anything. So let's see. So for this, I simply go over to, now for this one, we have 0.0563, 3 zeros and 563. So 563, that's it. First thing we're doing, because this is a 30 hourly plan, we multiply by 24. So for 1 day, we have 13.512. And then after getting for 1 day, 1 hour, 1 day, we multiply by 30. And so we have 0.4, that's for 1 month. And then for 12 days, we simply multiply by 12. So you can see that for the 7 days plan, we actually have 4.86. So haven't seen this, it's obvious that the 30-day plan accrues higher interest than the 7 days plan. So, at what point does it seem like Binance will likely want to liquidate your assets? Now, if your LTV value reaches 83% or your USDT or BUSD price reaches this amount, now this is for me borrowing about 1,000. If it reaches this amount in price, the exchange between the both of them, then obviously my collateral will be sold off and used to repay the debt. So you can see it here. If the BUSD reaches this price to this, then obviously it will be sold off. And then, well, this can basically not really happen. But honestly speaking, nobody will want to borrow a stable coin with another stable coin as there wouldn't be growth. But in the course of this video, I will explain to you precisely how you can still make profits while still borrowing from Binance. So we've seen what our liquidation price is, which is actually about 83%. So now, in the course of you borrowing, one of the things you will likely encounter is the fact that it's possible that I decided to borrow with one BTC, but probably currently at the moment BTC is around $25,000. And what if the value of BTC drops down from $25,000 to $20,000? Binance is going to work with the dollar equivalent of the coin that you've actually kept. So it means if the coin that you've kept is dropping down in value, you should actually understand what it is you're bound to face. So if you know you don't want liquidation on your loan, it's best you always overestimate the amount that you need for you to be on the safe side, so that you at no point in time are you handicapped by as a result of market movement. But at every point in time, you should likely be on an advantage. So this is how you can possibly make some money while borrowing. Let's say I go for an asset that's quite new and an asset that's it's not. So let's say I go for Monero XMR. Okay, so you can decide to go for a token that's not so popular, which you know has a great ability of doing so well. So let's say if I put in 1,000 apts, aptos. So when I put in apt here, next thing is Binance gives me this amount. So let's say I bought this and I want to stake this because I'm holding this particular coin. And because this is where I want to stake, I'm staking it normally. If it's in my spot wallet, it's still there and I'm safe. And I'm still reaping benefits or profits of this. So for instance, I bought apt at probably let's say APT. Let's say I bought it probably at $25. And currently apt has gone up to $30. Of course, I'm on some good profit from 25 to 30. So $5 extra, $5 difference for extra for every single apt that I own. The value, that's exactly what I'm getting. So you are not going to sell this coin. So while you're holding this, Binance is saying, okay, while you're holding in our wallet, please, you have access to borrow 7,000 BUSD. So you can take this BUSD and you can decide to trade, or you can decide to use it to buy new coins. And probably you've already estimated, okay, at the end of 30 days, I want to sell off. And probably the new coin you want to buy with your BUSD, it's a coin you know that is likely to appreciate in 7 days. You can decide, okay, I just want to borrow this for 7 days. Use this as collateral for 7 days. And so you traded with your $7,000. And it's very much possible after trading with your $7,000, probably you made $2,000 extra, meaning you've made $9,000. Remember, and the loan to value is 60%. You can see it's dropping down because of the coin that has been chosen. So for this is way less. So you can see the hourly interest rate, which is 3 zeros and 564. So let's see that. Okay, it's almost equivalent to this. So for 1 year, this is going to be about 4.86, which is approximately 5%. So for 1 year, if I am actually on a 7 days plan, I will likely be paying For this amount, I will likely be paying for $1,000 worth of apps. I would just be paying $50. So if it's 2,000, if it's 7,000, if it's up to $10,000 worth of apps, then um obviously so for 1,000, $60, 10,000, $600. And already we are saying that if you are to make use of this value, so I'm just paying about 600 as interest rate, which is supposed to last for a year. And so I make profit from this. I can still come back again and even take profit from here to repay off my loan or to just repay a part of the loan. You can either decide, there are two ways to do your repayment. You can decide to repay just the loan value, or you can decide to repay the interest. So I could decide, okay, let me clear off my interest. I could decide what I just want to repay off is my loan. So I'm adding more funds or more collateral. I'm adding more collateral to my loan. Yeah, more collateral to my loan. So that way it's easing off my interest rates. But on the other side again, Binance still gives you the opportunity where you can even decide to stake your APT. And if you're staking apps, you already know what that means for you. So if you decide to stake Aptos, you already know what that means for you. And so let's say on the staking pool, Binance says, okay, at the end of the year, we are giving you 5% per year or as interest rates. So even while you're staking this, Binance also reduces the interest rate for you because you're staking. So which means you're going to be gaining here. At the same time, you're going to be gaining here. Now, this makes it an awesome loan that you're receiving from Binance. So either ways, you're still gaining. Now, I believe this video has been quite explanatory. But then, just again, if you found my video helpful, why don't you find reasons for you to subscribe and give me a thumbs up? If you have any questions about the crypto loan, I would love you to drop a comment in the comment section and then I will get back to you. But at the same time, you can also go on Binance and then do your due diligence and find out more about Binance loan. So I'm waiting for your questions in the comment sections. Thank you very much for watching. But if you're also new to Binance and you've not yet registered, I would love you as much as possible to use my link below and get registered.